Hey guys, I just wanted to go over chapters 5 through 9 with you, what I thought was interesting or helpful. So I'm just gonna get started. So in chapter 5, there was a lot of information that was really helpful to me, especially since I'm trying to choose my topic for our next speech. So first of all, I think that selecting personal experiences, it talked about it in chapter 5, and I think this is very important because selecting a topic that you know about or something that you are passionate about is a lot easier to talk about, a lot easier to get your point across to your audience rather than something that you've never talked about before. At least find something that you're interested in or something that you have some type of knowledge about. That way you can get your point across to your audience and so that you can be better better educated and look better when you're talking about your topic. It's a lot easier to talk about something that you know about than something that you've never even heard of. I also thought it was interesting how they made the point to tell us not to be too technical. You definitely have to tend to your audience. Your audience isn't going to know exactly what you're saying unless you say it in a vocabulary or your language that would get it across. So you can't assume that somebody is just as educated as you are in the audience, and they're not going to know your vocabulary if they're not if they don't use the vocabulary that you do. If you don't use big words, technical words, use just regular language that'll get your point across to your audience. I also, in chapter 9, it talks about PowerPoints. So on your PowerPoints, you should list your main topics, not put too many words on the PowerPoints. I know that, like, when I've seen people present PowerPoints, they always want to go crazy with a bunch of colors and they want to make it look nice, but they also put too many words, so they read exactly what's on the board and they're like pointing out all this stuff, and you really just get distracted because you're sitting there trying to memorize or read everything that's going on the board instead of listening to your speaker. So I think it is very important not to put too many words on your PowerPoints. They also talk about how also on your PowerPoints, how if you put your main topics on there and then you know about those topics, it makes you look better and it makes it easier to get your point across to your audience. If you're just reading it monotone off of the PowerPoint, they're not going to be interested and they're not going to have any questions or anything like that. All right, I hope you guys have a great evening. Can't wait to see what you post on the group discussion.